Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited.
And me, I'm still picking the card I'm doing right now, right 24. In this video, we're doing a Banlist Banter. If you don't know what a Banlist Banter is, basically one of those videos that you don't watch where me and him will take cards that are either on the Banlist or off the Banlist and make arguments of creating why they should either be placed on or placed off. In this video, you are talking about...
I'm talking about card destruction.
That you want that card to be moved where?
I want card destruction to go from 1 to 2.
I think it can go to 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think it can go straight on to 3. I don't like the card. I hate the card. I personally hate it, but I'm like, I don't think it's dangerous.
I'll say this.
In a relevant way.
Mm-hmm.
If I see it, trust me, I'm flipping the table. I'm not attacking you, but I don't think that, even if it was available at 3, I don't think anybody's going to play it at 3.
That's how I feel. I feel
it's
like
one of those
I would put it at 2 for now, just to kind of like test the waters. But it's like, other than a very small, selective amount of cards and groups of like archetypes, I really don't see many decks, because that's not like a generic card you're going to put in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Worlds, Fables, like there's not really many decks that really would pop off thanks to card destruction being at 2. They would help them dramatically, but would they be to the point where it has to be ban worthy, where it has to be on that list to keep something like Dark Worlds in check? I don't think so.
Ryzeals, I'm thinking of Malice, I'm thinking of Snake Eyes, I'm thinking of a lot of like really, really strong relevant decks. Could they see a potential boost off of those? I don't think so.
Yeah, I want to say no, because if they would, I would say they would use it at 1, but they don't.
Exactly. So then it makes my brain go into, are there any decks currently that may not be meta, but if they got that, then they might see in a little bit more relevancy? Because does card destruction have the ability of you can only activate this card once per turn?
No.
No. So I think that's the biggest fear, is to say that, let's say you run a deck that gets all of its resources from the graveyard, which is a lot of decks these days. Mm-hmm. I think that would be a little bit more, just to create an argument of why I think the card shouldn't be placed that way. I personally agree with you. I'm just, for video's sake, I'm making an argument. Mm-hmm. If you card destruction and then you draw into another card destruction and then you do it again, the card that I'm pitching that I want to see go from ban to 3 is...
That's a big jump.
Yes, because I think it's that irrelevant, nobody would play it. Return from a different dimension.
I'll say this. I am not opposed to it coming back. I would say limit it first.
Let's see what it does.
Yes.
Nobody's playing this
It is a trap card, so it can easily get like hit off the field before it can even pop off. And that's more of a mid to late game card, which yet again...
doesn't exist.
I'm not opposed to seeing Return of the Different Dimension.
You can't even play it on your first turn. So think about the people going first that wouldn't even be able to play it. And then doesn't have the ability of right there at the end of the turn they have to go back?
I'll say 1. For now, just do 1.
The game is so advanced.
Yeah, but there might be something that explodes.
I looked up why it was banned.
It
just makes extra resources for unbreakable boards. But that was in an older format. The game has now power crept its way away from that.
I'll say limit.
Of course you can say that.
Okay.
But you know in your heart, nobody's playing that shit. Especially, and it goes back to the argument I said before. Yes, it can pull out extra resources that get banished. But who's banishing cards? The only cards that are really banishing now are the bestials. So people playing the bestials as hand traps and moving out of the way. So the only thing that you're really bringing back...
Now you got dragon rulers back. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you stupid, nigga?
Yeah, oh my god, dragon rulers. That's what's going to really kill people. Even in like those blue eyes decks, like they're not removing cards. Like a lot of cards aren't getting removed from play. So the person playing it has to be playing a remove from play based deck, right? What deck exists today that is heavy in remove from play?
Malice.
Guess what, buddy? Malice summon themselves when they're removed from play.
Your mother.
So they don't, and that's what goes into my other argument why I can see it coming back to 3. All the decks that would potentially see a benefit from a return from a different dimension also have their own shit that they don't need a return from a different dimension. that get to what they need faster and can be activated at the same turn.
But if you use it and if everything like aligns correctly, you could just win the game.
And there's way too, like you said, use it correctly, which means that all the stars have to align. Your opponent doesn't have to have the right counter trap card. There are way too many things that have to go right in order for you to benefit off of that card. And if you can already have those conditions, you're lost. Like, it's already over. If you couldn't get past that, then you couldn't get past none of the other shit that's going on today either.
Fair.
That's my argument for Return from a Different
World. My argument for card destruction is basically like we're in a game where I feel like I want to say card destruction is only useful in a very selective, small, tiny group of decks, and at the same time, it's just it kind of no deck really is using it, and I feel like at the same time, it's like if it's not in any top decks. If it's only going to promote a few tiny decks that are just going to give them a little bit more life, yeah, they'll be used, but at the same time, will it tip it over to make it ban list worthy? I say no.
So, my counter argument to that would be, I do agree that in the meta sense of it, card destruction coming back wouldn't make that big of a splash. Mm-hmm. But for game experience, like player enjoyment, I think that potentially making your opponent dump all of their hand traps to draw non-hand trap cards during the first turn is degenerate.
But as a player on the opposite end,
after you get rid of
seeing my silver and gold hit the field with other cards, and getting off my bow and being able to fusion summon my new Dark World, that would make me have a more positive game experience. So I think that my gaming experience is more important than your gaming experience, and that seems like a you problem.
I feel like another thing, if you really do believe that, another thing that would enhance your game experience is if you take a shotgun and wash it with your mouth.
I also feel like you could do that after I take away all your life points.
You can ban the card or put it to 3. I don't think we'll see any increase of it being played in today's game.
Well, obviously, if you ban it, it's not going to be played.
You can put it at 3 and it's still not going to be
stupid.
You can put it at 3 and it's still not going to be played. I don't think it'll be played at all. But here's my thing. Nobody will play it, but if I see it, I'm going to make you wish you didn't play it. I will personally make sure that you regret playing that card.
I'm going to activate it, and then I'm going to see Celtic Guardian go to the grave. Like, oh.
Ooh. Did I do that?
Your secret weapon is... Your secret weapon is... gone.
You motherfucker. Ring your little neck.
How you gonna win now? Oh, like you were gonna win before.
Alright, guys.
Author fist.
Alright, guys, that's the end of this video and the end of this channel. So,
it's been a good run. I aged quite a bit on this channel.
I got a beard now.
Yeah.
I mean, we could both shave and look exactly how we did when we first started it, but...
I have gray hairs and everything.
They can't tell.
Well.
Thankfully.
I'm starting to get old. I didn't even know I was pregnant. Yeah, right. Fucking fat cow.
My friend's wife who works in the medical field, you would be surprised how many women go through experiences like that. They don't know their own cycle and be pregnant and don't even know. I'm like, how do you not? But I'm not a woman. So before I get misogynistic, go to his Instagram channel along with...
And give me those comments.
And then both my Master Duel IDs along with...
I showcase rare cards, and the channel's called Underground Rare Cards. So if you want to see more of moi, even though I don't show any photos of me, just my cards, do it. And I think I kind of blurred myself.
You stepped out of that range of focus. So, along with our Discord server, all our personal social medias are in the description down below. Meanwhile, if you check that thing out, 2 previous videos. We'll see you guys next time.
What kind of black are you?
Regular.
Oh.